Was your Tyler's back with my Raw review for December 4th, 2023, and this was just a plain by numbers Raw. It was in Albany, New York, and then we start off with Drew McIntyre make his way down to the ring. He welcomes everyone to Monday Night Raw, and you instantly forget a CM Punk chant up. And we also have a change match between Seth Rollins and trying to pull a fast one, and then yeah, facing Jey Uso, which as soon as I knew that's gonna happen, I knew Seth was gonna retain. It's just, and then there's someone McIntyre's forgetting Sami Zayn, and then Sami Zayn's music hit, because that was perfect timing right there. More talking and more talking, and then this led to Drew McIntyre defeating Sami Zayn. Okay match. That's all I have to say. This was an okay match. Drew McIntyre wins. I think this was a story injury Sami Zayn is having 2 out of 5, and then afterwards, um, Drew McIntyre just beats up Sami Zayn again backstage. And then so we start checks on Shayna Baszler, and they were talking about their match next. And they fucking talk about Jey Uso a few months ago had a chance to throw Roman Reigns. You're not a fucking main eventer, Jey Uso. Yeah, I know I already talked about that one. And then Sami Zayn is settling on the floor, and then Becky Lynch gets an interview, and Saxon wants to ask her about last week, but then Nia Jax, she calls Saxton, and then what the hell, but then Nia and Lynch are staring at each other again, and then I guess we're going to finally get a match between Becky Lynch and Nia Jax because of 5 years of history. Speaking of Nia Jax, she defeats Shayna Baszler. This match was ugly and terrible. 1. I'm giving this a 1 out of 5. And then Becky Lynch music soon after the conclusion of the match, and then yeah, I don't know when the match will happen. And then they show a video package of CM Punk's return at Survivor Series. We get it already. He'll return on SmackDown this Friday, and then yeah, and then we get a 2 out of 3 falls match. DIY defeats Imperium. This was a great match. A 4 out of 5. Probably the best match on the night. And yeah. So Imperium gets the first fall, and then DIY gets the next 2 falls. And yeah. Then, oh my god, this fucking women's tag team title scene. Chelsea Green and Piper Niven walks off to Natalia, taking Knox. Green makes fun of them. And yeah, blah blah blah. And then we already know about that. They're have Kofi and Xavier Woods on the New Day for their shoulders. And yeah, it was weird. Really funniest thing. I see how funny they were going to the Judgment Day's locker room or clubhouse where Damian Priest, Dirty Dom, and JD McDonough are not happy to see R-Truth in their locker room trying to hook up an old TV monitor. And yeah, it was funny. Yeah, that was funny. R-Truth is a fucking treasure on here. And then Katana Chance and Katie Carter defeats Natalia and Tegan Knox. This was a little better than the last women's match on the night, but I did not care. 2 out of 5. Anyways. Then Cody Rhodes responded to Shinsuke Nakamura, and then Nakamura is on the Titantron again, and they talk about they lost their world title matches at WrestleMania. Although Shinsuke's loss to AJ Styles was fair and square, Cody's was fucking cheating bullshit, bloodline bullshit. And we're gonna have a match between Cody Rhodes and Nakamura. Finally, something good for Raw, at least. And then, Bully goes on the phone, and Jey Uso walks up and asks about Sami Zayn, and blah, blah, blah. Then Gunther walks in and has a few ideas for Bully the Eagle, and then, yeah. And then the Creepers defeats Dirty Dom and Jay McDonough. This was fine. R-Truth was the best thing about this match. 2 out of 5, again. And then they show Randy Orton join the SmackDown roster. So, yeah. And then, Seth Rollins gearing up, and then Bully Eagle walks up to him and says to Rollins he invited CM Punk to be here last week and wanted him to sign a Raw contract. Here we go again. I'm guessing Punk's going to be on Raw. And yeah. And then the judgment blames R-Truth for the loss. Yeah, that was funny. And then finally the main event for the World Heavyweight Championship. Seth Rollins defeats Jey Uso to retain the World Heavyweight Championship. I knew Seth Rollins was going to retain. He went from 2 pay-per-view matches with Finn Balor, Money in the Bank, and SummerSlam. He went from 2 pay-per-view matches with Shinsuke Nakamura, Payback, and Fastlane. The Payback match I saw, to fighting fucking Jey Uso. Jey Uso is not a main eventer. I don't care what anybody says. Also, Jey Uso dedicated this match to his uncle, Umaga. So at least they talk about Umaga here tonight. You will see Umaga probably by the next episode of Showdown. Maybe. I don't know. I always change up the card. So that. But yeah, you knew Seth Rollins was going to retain. If there's a plan for Rollins to face CM Punk, don't put the World Heavyweight Championship on Jey Uso. This has to be Seth's weakest title defense match he has. I mean, ever since he won the World Heavyweight Championship, he had great matches with Damian Priest, the 2 matches with Finn Balor, and the 2 matches with Shinsuke Nakamura, and the match with Drew McIntyre that crowned shit. But I knew Seth was going to retain the title, and he did. A 3.5 out of 5. And then McIntyre attacks both of them, and that's how the show ends. I thought we were going to have a cash-in, but I guess we're not going to have a cash-in. Yeah. This show overall, yeah, a C-. I'm giving it a C-. And tomorrow on my secondary channel will begin my December theme reviews for my secondary channel with Turning Point 2005. Tomorrow, that'll be. So, get ready for that. Like this video, comment down below if you're new to this channel and my secondary channel, Tyler's Retro Reviews. Subscribe to both of them, and you will see Turning Point 2005 tomorrow on my secondary channel. If you subscribe and click the notification bell on there. And there, goodbye. Please put Becky Lynch on these shows to wrestle again.